Hey guys, so today we have this. No, we're actually not going to be working on this old lawn boy. We're actually going to be pulling this engine. And if you remember from the Christmas special, if you haven't seen it, check out this video up here. I pulled the engine off an old Craftsman because unfortunately the engine had seen better days and probably would fail sooner rather than later. Well, I have this engine and I'm going to pull this engine off to put on that body. If you're wondering why, you may not see it on the outside, but if I took you under the deck like this, you'd see why I want to get this engine off this body and maybe use this body as a parts filler. Because unfortunately, with that size of a hole in it, this mower, I did repair it this summer. It does not track straight and it is very hard to push. But otherwise, this engine ran pretty well. I want to get this engine off this deck and put it on that old Craftsman, because unlike that Craftsman's mower deck, it ain't shot like this one. Alright guys, let's crack into it. Okay, so first things first. Spark plug off for safety. And let's separate the engine from the mower deck. So I'm going to reattach the fuel tank. As you can see, this shroud is completely broken away. Just remove the shroud for now. Maybe. There we go. There it goes. There we go. Fuel tank's on. There we go. Remove the dipstick again. There. This shroud's going to be replaced anyway. Or I guess it's an engine cover. Not so much a shroud, since it's just more for looks than really anything else. So I'm going to lift it up. Let's pull that blade. Get my stand. And lift it up. Okay, I believe this is 5/8. Let's see. Yep, 5/8. Well, they're pretty tight. Let's set it to take it all the way off now. That's not good. Nope, just doesn't want to come off. That's crazy because I already took this blade off once already. That's insane. I guess I'm going to have to get the torch, give it a little bit of heat treatment. Alright, so I turned on my air compressor. Let's see if Doug can get it off. Alright, Doug. See what you can do. Make sure it's going the right direction, of course. Yep, no problem. Doug got it. Yep, no problem. Doug got it. Yep, no problem. Doug got it. Kind of figured Doug would get it off. That's why we got a Doug around. Because he goes, ugga dugga, and it comes right off. There we go. That's done. Blade is off. See, and as you can see, I did sharpen it. Brand new edge on that. Did a great job cutting my lawn, too. But this blade, yeah, I agree. Probably has seen some better times. Let's loosen off this engine. Pretty sure they're 1/2 inch, but there's paint on them and it just doesn't want to go on. Could be wrong. Maybe they're not 1/2 inch. Maybe they're 13 mil. That's bizarre. This one is definitely 1/2 inch. Oh, that's great. Use a 1/2 inch drive. That makes sense. Smart thinking. First things first, let's get the 1/2 inch one off. Although maybe it's not a 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's definitely 1/2 inch. Definitely 1/2 inch. Came off like nothing in the 1/2 inch. Yep. See? 1/2 inch. And the last one. There. Don't want to take it out all the way because I don't want the engine to fall off. Okay, let's lower this down. I got my 1/2 inch nut driver. I'll just take it off by hand. That's it. That engine's now free. So take off the bag catch for the bag safety. And using a 3/8, we'll take this off to remove the safety for the mulch plug. Okay, so 3/8. We'll take the safety off. And then we'll replace this. Perfect. Now to remove the engine. All right, the engine's gone. I'm going to get rid of the deck and I'll get the other deck up here. Right, now let's get the engine back on. Perfect. This looks like it's going to be a great fit. We'll just get rid of this, and then we'll put this back on. I think it'll make a nice fit.
Hey, look at that, guys. Look what I found. A red subscribe button. If you made it this far into the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. I love to read your comments, and I try to reply to as many of them as I can, especially the early ones. All right, guys, back to the video.
I don't like this boot. Maybe I'll take the coil off and replace it with the one that was on the Craftsman. I think that'll be a better choice. As for this spark plug, I've got a crazy idea. Now, do you remember that teardown video, this one up here, of the engine that I found in the forest? Well, I'd like to know if that spark plug works. I think it'd be kind of cool to find out if that spark plug actually works. That'd be really funny. That's the coil from the Craftsman. Seems to be fine. Then there's that found engine There's that coil. I don't think it works. Kind of funny, but kind of a waste of time to find out. This, on the other hand, maybe we should find out if it actually works. I know, I can just pop it on, pull it over a couple times, see if she sparks. Be kind of cool. Be really cool to see if this old friggin' thing works. Worst case scenario, I have a Jingling, and the one that was in the Craftsman at Fast Fire. So I have a few options as far as spark plugs go. I guess first things first is, let's get rid of that. Then we'll attach the engine and go from there. Let's get rid of this. Cut the handle off. We'll replace the rope. Now get rid of this. How well is this going to work? Well, one thing's for certain. The oil dipstick's definitely gonna have to move. Yeah, because it's the same shroud, pretty much. I should replace the shroud. I should put this one on, just because it does... Oh, wait. This is no longer the correct engine information. So I can't change the engine shroud. Well, I could, but then it would no longer be the updated engine information. This is the correct engine information for this engine, but I got to get it off anyway because that needs cleaning. So let's pull the shroud and clean out under there. Right, so 5/16. I gotta take that fuel tank off. Oil dipstick tube. Again, 5/16. It's held on down here as well. Another 5/16, but I don't need to remove that. Back here we have 2 3/8. It looks like there definitely was some kind of a critter house here. Or it just sucked up a bunch of grass, but I don't think so. Take off this kill switch for now. Quarter-inch, we'll remove this coil. Engine. And what coil to put on? This busted up old thing? I know secretly down there, I know you really wanted me to try it. I know you really want me to try it, but no, I can't try it. I want to. I really do, but it just, yeah, another time. I have a lot of Tecumseh engines, don't worry. I'm always coming across Tecumseh engines. Well, that was interesting. What's this? Watch the oil come out. That's wild. A lot of oil. There we go. Let's get the spark plug out. 13/16. Champion. RJ19LM. Oh, this is a J19LM, so it doesn't have a resistor built in. Let's try this guy. If it doesn't work, not a big deal. Not a big deal. But you have to admit, you do want to see if it works. So do I. I don't like how that's threading in. That seems weird. No, it's threading in fine. Guess it's just the rust on the threads. There we go, that's all the way in. Yes, we're going to mount down the engine in a second. Now, using a business card, we'll set the air gap. Put a business card in here. Seems a little far forward. I don't know why, but it just, I don't think that's gonna clear. Let's see. Yeah. That coil's not gonna work. All right. So this coil is, huh. This old junk coil would work. Technically would. Technically speaking, for all stupidity, it almost would work. Well, maybe if I can push this back. Let's see, will it actually clear it? Not quite. That's ridiculous. It's really close. It would be fun to try, but I can actually hear it rubbing on this side. The fins pass it. Counterweight passes. Oh, it does pass. So let's see. I put a business card in here. Let's be silly. Why not? There we go. We are now officially being silly. And yeah, as for the air gap, I mean, technically speaking, the air gap's good. This ideally should run the engine. Ideally. But I'm not saying it's going to. But ideally it would. Again, not saying it's going to, but ideally it would. So, we'll see. Never know. It'd be kind of cool. And it's a really easy fix if it doesn't. We just pull this off. We'll have to go back to this coil because I don't know if I have any other ones. Yeah, I don't actually have any other coils for a Tecumseh engine because I'm fresh out. Isn't that nice? All right, so we don't need this kill wire. That one's kind of useless. We do need this one for the engine brake. So this kill switch. I see. So 5/16. I'll remove that, and this I'll just remove the whole bracket. And now we'll replace that. There, that bracket's gone. Ooh. That doesn't look very good. I don't like that at all. It's still okay. It's not cracked all the way through. I just don't like how that looks. All right, well, let me get the air gun and blast this off. I'll be right back. Okay, so off camera, I changed the rope, but I haven't yet put the handle on. I took the pull recoil from the Lawnmower off for the Craftsman one. I'm trying to keep as many parts for Craftsman on here. Plus, I had to make a couple modifications. I had to cut this slot into this metal for the oil tube. I had to make a hole here so it'll screw into the metal base plate underneath the shroud. Then, on the other side, I had to cut a slot across or it wouldn't fit with the exhaust. Plus, that exhaust there, you're gonna laugh. Remember that tear down from the Forest engine? That's the exhaust from the Forest engine. Now you'll notice there's only one bolt because the other one had broken. But I plan on going and picking up a bolt that matches that one. This way I can replace it. I probably won't have time to do that in this video, but I'll do my best. On top of that, I've got the engine mounted and I sharpened and attached the blade. So this mower is just about ready to go. All we need to do now, get this shroud attached, get the handle on the pull rope, get an air filter and adapter onto this carburetor, attach that fuel tank, take it outside and give it a pull and see if it starts. The worst case scenario, if that coil doesn't work, well, we can always change the coil to the one that was on the lawn boy and take this forest find and throw it in the garbage where it likely belongs. As for the spark plug, be really cool if that spark plug works. All right, so let's get started and get this thing back together so we can get it outside and test it out. Right, so let's get this air filter adapter back on. Sure they line up in the holes properly. There's one. There's two. Now let's put on a brand new air filter. Part number. Go. Air filter's on. Okay, let's get this cover on. We got our two 3/8 bolts at the back. Now we can attach the fuel tank. Two 5/16s at the front. That hole seems to be a little stripped out. Awesome. Oh well. Shouldn't be going anywhere. No, we won't put that on yet. I wonder if it'll actually work with that coil and that plug. That'd be kind of cool if it does. Get this top cover down. Let's get the one pull start recoil cover on. Able to get at least 2 screws in. Now, because of that one modification, I have to put a different screw in. Keep missing the hole behind. There we go, got it. There, that oil tube is on. Now all that's left, get the handle installed. Pretty straightforward. Rope on, the figure 8 knot. That should hold it. And the reason why it's a little stretched out here is not just because it didn't wind it all the way in, but this gets pulled out to the handlebars anyway, so I don't need it to go all the way in. There's no reason for it because it'll be up on the handlebars. Well, since I've gotten rid of that muffler, I might as well get rid of this guy here. No need to have this guard. Much, much smaller muffler. Made sure to use this on all the engine bolts as well as the crank bolt to hold on the blade. That way, hopefully, it'll be easier to take off. Hopefully. I didn't take the blade adapter off this, and it does have, believe it or not, a self-drive pulley on it. If this mower was self-propelled, it does have a drive pulley on it, but
it's not self-propelled. So all that's left now to do with this, get it outside, try it out. This carburetor should work. I did want to put the throttle on this, but I'm noticing that this air intake does not have the holes for the throttle plate. So this will have to be a throttleless mower again, which that's not a big deal. Just set it to around 3,200 RPM and get to town cutting away. Right. So I guess I should get a coat on, get a small area that I can put this, and we can try it out, see if she starts. All right, let's get her outside and see if she'll start up. All right, so I've got my spark checker on there. I wonder if we have spark with this coil. I don't think so, but I figured better to go and check for spark now before we take it outside, than take it outside, have to bring it back in, change the coil, and do it again. So let's try it inside. It shouldn't start because there's not a lot of fuel in, but it might, and if it does, then I'll just kill it right away, but it shouldn't start. And we've got the spark checker on, so I'll just kill the lights and let's see if it lights up. All right, one sec. All right, let's see. Do we have spark? Well, did we? Did we have spark? Oh my God! We have spark with this old coil. I can't believe we actually have spark. Holy cow, this thing might actually run with these ridiculous parts on it. How about that? All right, well, yeah, let's get it outside. What the heck? That's wild. The coil actually works. Who knows how long who knows how old it is and how long it was sitting out in the elements, but the coil works. That is incredible. That is, now I wonder if that spark plug works. At least that's an easy fix, but I can't believe that coil actually has spark. That is incredible. All right, let's get outside and try it out. All right, we're outside. Let me just move this snowblower out of the way. I'll just move it down to the end of the drive. Choke is on. Give it a few primes, and she should fire right up.
How dare you!
I'll let it warm up for a minute. Choke is off, and she just shut off. I didn't let it warm up enough. Let's try that again. Alright, I'll just move it to the end of the drive. Not very far. There we go, and off she goes. Let's clear a small space of this snow. Alright, got a nice clear location. Okay, so it's pretty clear here. Let's add some fuel, and hopefully this old girl starts up right away. That would be really amazing if it starts right away. Oops, made a tiny mess. That should be enough to start it, I think. So let's give it a half dozen primes. And let's see what happens. Have the spark plug on? I do. Try that again. A few more primes. Let's try it again. Oh boy.
So that coil and the spark plug will start this engine. I think the carburetor might be a little dirty. Let's try that again. Definitely got a dirty carb. So I guess I'll have to pull it off, give it a cleaning, and try it again. Do this again. See if we can get her started. Be nice. Oh, we didn't lose spark on it. Oh, we did. That's what the problem is. The spark plug wire came off. Let me fix that. Let's compress this a little bit. There. Maybe that's why she died. The spark plug wire fell off. Let's try it. No way. No frickin' way. Plenty of oil in it, that I know, because as I said, I serviced this summer, so it's got fresh oil. Now it's got fresh gas. Clean carburetor. Running a little fast, so let me adjust that. Let's drop those RPMs a bit. Let's see how that is. Still seems to be running a bit fast. Is the governor stuck? Let's see. Wonder if the governor's a little stuck. Yeah, stuck on this hose. The air breather tube. Now it seems to be moving free. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Let me get a clamp on this. All right, I've got my clamp on. Let's see if we can adjust the RPM a little bit. There we go! She's back from the grave! She is back! We're back, baby! We did it! We got this mower running perfect! That is incredible! I can't believe this thing. Just fantastic. Yeah, Grant didn't change the engine, but that's just it. We've got that old coil from that engine from who knows when. Plus the same spark plug from that engine that we found before it. So a coil and spark plug from that round engine. And look at it, it's running this thing. It's running it perfect. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I am completely floored. Unreal.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I am absolutely amazed by this, guys. What a fantastic way to end the holiday season and end the year. Because this is my last video of this year. That's it. The next time I see you will be in the new year. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope you really enjoyed this Christmas special. I can't believe this. John, thank you very much. I appreciate the mower. This is fantastic. I'm just completely floored. I'm absolutely floored by this old girl. 1985, yes, we upgraded the engine. You'd never know it. I got all the old Shroud on, so it looks like it's original. I'm very impressed. Very impressed with this old girl. Thanks, John. Yeah, I think I found my mower. I really do. 22-inch cut, big goofy wheels with ball bearings, and it runs flawless. It runs absolutely flawless. I'm just going to drain the fuel out for the winter. And, well, yeah, guys. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. And, yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Expect to see more of this old girl out having some fun, because I plan on doing a few crazy experiments with this. Let's see what silliness that we can do with this old girl. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. So how about that, eh, guys? This old girl. 1985 Bedeck. Who knows how old this plug and coil is? At least from the 80s. And it runs this old girl perfect. Just fantastic. I'm completely floored by this. We got the old exhaust from that old one. So forest find engine exhaust, forest find engine spark plug, forest find engine coil or ignition coil. Not bad. Not bad. The rest of this, engine, carburetor off of Lawn Boy, which is a Toro product. We got the Craftsman air filter housing, brand new air filter. Sure, she's not much to look at, but it runs. And this is actually a pretty fun little mower. All right, guys, well, spark plug off for safety. If it comes off,